General Hospital spoilers reveal that Portia has finally paid the price for her wrongdoings. The schemes and secrets she had been hiding for so long have been exposed, trapping her in a situation she cannot escape. Despite her best efforts to protect her family and keep the truth about manipulating Heather's test results under wraps, Portia could not foresee that the truth would soon come to light. Anna Devane, one of the most influential figures in Port Charles, had been carefully watching and investigating Portia for quite some time. In the end, Anna gathered enough evidence to charge Portia, and there was no other option but to arrest her. This moment marked not only Portia's personal downfall, but also the end of the web of schemes she had woven, forcing her to face the consequences of her actions. Ava and Trina were in complete shock when they heard the news of Portia's arrest. Ava, always strong and sharp, could not hide her astonishment, while Trina was almost in disbelief. The news that her mother had been taken away by the police left Trina feeling lost and heartbroken at the thought of losing the only person she could rely on. Even though Portia made a grave mistake by tampering with Heather's test results, which led to her arrest, Trina couldn't simply stand by and let her mother face the serious consequences alone. In a moment of desperation, Trina realized she had to act immediately if she wanted to save her mother. Unable to rely on the law to solve everything, Trina started planning to seek help from influential people in Port Charles. She knew that no one would protect her mother except herself, and she decided to begin searching for evidence to clear Portia's name. Even though this could lead her into dangerous situations, Trina wasn't afraid to take risks and was ready to dive into a perilous investigation. Trina decided to turn to those she trusted, starting with Ava, who had always been supportive of her. Ava, understanding the depth of Trina's love and determination to protect her mother, was more than willing to help her through this crisis. Together, they began to search for clues that could unravel the entire situation. Trina not only wanted to protect her mother, but also hoped to uncover the truth behind Heather's schemes and those involved. Throughout their quest for justice for Portia, Trina faced numerous challenges. She had to reach out to powerful individuals in Port Charles and even confront hidden threats from mysterious enemies. But as the story progressed, Trina's strength and determination became more apparent. She was no longer just fighting for her mother. She was proving that she had grown up, ready to stand up to any difficulty to protect those she loved. As the story continued to unfold, Trina and Ava not only had to deal with the complexities of saving Portia, but also confront deep, hidden secrets from Port Charles's past. Trina's bold decisions might lead to unforeseen consequences, but she did not waver. She was willing to do whatever it took to bring her mother back and protect her family from the lurking dangers. Liz found herself deeply troubled as the events surrounding Portia and the dark truth about Heather's test results were slowly revealed. The mounting anxiety weighed heavily on her, making it difficult to focus on her daily life. Though Liz had always been calm and composed, she couldn't shake the feeling that she was being pulled into a complex web of troubles from which there was no escape. The relationships between the key characters in Port Charles grew more tense than ever, and Liz, no longer a bystander, found herself at the heart of dangerous schemes. As time went on, Liz realized that Portia's actions had only complicated matters further. Portia may have been arrested, but that didn't mean the troubles were over. In fact, Steve Weber's return was creating a new wave of concern. Steve, who held many secrets about the major players in Port Charles, could worsen Portia's situation, even though she was already in prison. His return posed a threat not only to Portia's career and reputation, but also to her safety. The secrets Steve carried about Portia could plunge her into even greater danger, as outside forces were not only seeking to ruin her, but also exploiting her vulnerable position for their own gain. Meanwhile, Ava was facing increasing pressure. Pulled into the middle of this crisis, she struggled to protect Trina, whom she dearly loved, especially with the intense situation surrounding her mother's arrest. Ava, with her strong protective instincts, was ready to do whatever it took to shield Trina, but she also had to contend with the subtle threats posed by Steve and other shadowy figures. Steve's return not only endangered Portia, but also reignited simmering tensions between Ava and Liz. Liz, despite understanding that Ava was not someone easily overpowered, remained worried about their future. The tension between them, which had already existed, now escalated as dark secrets began to emerge. Ava and Liz had to face not only the pressures from Portia's arrest, but also each other in tense confrontations. Ava, always strong-willed and decisive, refused to back down, while Liz, despite her confusion, could no longer remain silent in the face of the dangerous developments around her. The story became more tangled as Steve, with his extensive knowledge of the characters and past events, began to unearth long-buried secrets. His return could throw Portia into a new whirlwind of danger, even as she sat behind bars. Port Charles had never been a peaceful place, and Steve's return only made things more explosive. Those who thought Portia's arrest would bring an end to the chaos were now confronted with the reality that the schemes and secrets were far from over, and past decisions would continue to have lasting, unforeseen consequences.